Hello, 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 everyone. Hi, Rahim.
Hello.
You're like, am I live? Am I up on screen with you yet? I
Am
love that.
I?
Are you? Yes, you are. You are live right now on stream on Soroban Talks. Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
My dream is fulfilled.
I Thanks, Rahim. I'm glad I was a part of it. All right. So this week we're going to talk about DAOs on Soroban because Rahim here has submitted a DAO smart contract to Soroban-a-thon. And as Anuhya brings up Soroban-a-thon in every single conversation she has until December 15th. So until December 15th, I will be talking about it. And also making sure Rahim submits his stream payments, Soroban smart contract that he created already and is hesitant to do so. Right, Rahim?
Yes.
Well, so before we get started on that, Rahim, tell me about yourself. Who are you? I mean, this is the first time the community is probably seeing you on stream in person.
Um.
Is it?
Well, yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe they've heard my voice. Maybe.
Probably your voice, yes.
But my name is Rahim. I'm I'm studying in the Netherlands right now. I'm studying computer science. But I'm originally from Curacao, which is like an island in the Caribbean.
Uh-huh.
It's if you know Aruba, it's like a sister island of Aruba.
Right. Yeah. I'm familiar with. There was a growing up. I read a story where the island was the setting of it. Anyways, I am well aware. I think it was like some murder mystery story where this island was the location of it, and
Ah,
I have heard of it, which is really cool. It's an awesome story. But anyways, yes,
interesting.
I will
But
share it with you after if you're curious.
yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like so basically, I'm Dutch. Like Curacao is in the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Mhm.
So a lot of people go to the Netherlands to go study. So that's what I'm also doing, and I'm currently in my last year of my master's.
Right. Yeah.
So
And you're
hopefully I'll be done.
studying computer science, correct?
Yes, computer
Sweet.
science.
Yeah. And you said you're in the University of Netherlands or University of
Um,
Amsterdam?
the Delft University of Technology. I think that's
Okay.
how you say it in
Got it.
English.
Got it. Okay, cool. Very cool. So I guess how'd you end up at Stellar? Like what brought you to the Stellar community?
Um, Well, I've always been interested in like blockchain and like torrenting and like peer-to-peer technology.
Yeah.
And in my second year of university, uh, I did a project about a decentralized exchange,
Uh-huh.
and my job was to like add support for other cryptocurrencies,
Mm,
and that's how I came across Stellar.
got it.
And after that project was done, I came across the Stellar Quest at some point.
Mm.
And then I joined that, and then um, I I think at some point I was pretty high up in the rankings. I'm like, okay, this is pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I was hooked basically.
Okay,
Um,
sweet. And then the rest is history and here you are.
yes.
And then you became a Luminat at some point because you were always helping people, I presume.
Um, yes.
Yeah.
That was fun. That
Yeah.
was that was weird. I was just added to a random chat, and then
Uh-huh.
like, what am I
Uh,
doing here?
Yeah, you're like, why am I here? This is cool, but this is a community. You came for the Erdignax Salem winning the
Yes.
quest, and then you stayed for the community. I see. You got some friends here, Rahim. There's Rahim. Everyone's saying hello, Elliot. Hello,
Oh,
PJ. Hey, Michelle. Morning,
oh, you can
everyone.
see.
Yeah. So it's awesome. So I guess Rahim, you've been in the community since how long? What year was this?
Uh, I think like maybe like 2 years now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let me think. Maybe a bit more than 2 years,
Yeah.
but like definitely around 2 years.
Got it.
Um,
And I guess you've done two live quests or one live quest.
well, I think I've done all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Either all of them or maybe not the first one,
Okay. Very
but
cool.
I was definitely early. I was like, I remembered like the old website where there
Mm.
was like just like a drop down leaderboard.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah,
Do
and
you
then
like the
like
new
Sorry.
You like the new website?
Uh, I like it, but I don't know. I kind of prefer the older one just because it's less
Very
professional. I think like
okay,
the
got
older
it.
one was less professional, and like
Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes it
less is
speaks to
more.
me.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I get what you're saying. It's like it's that like duct taped type site is like more
Yes.
of a vibe than like a very like polished professional site. I get that.
Yes.
Yeah, don't let Tyler hear that because he's gonna be like, dang, we really just did all this work and here we are, or Elliot even. I love
Well,
that
I don't
Elliot.
know. Other people like it.
Yeah,
I like it as well.
yeah, it's cool. I think it's polished instead of like duct tape. But hey, we have a lot of questers doing Soroban quests lately, which is so exciting. So how are you feeling about that? Like, I mean, you submitted to Sorobonathon before Soroban Quest started, and how's that? Like, what are your thoughts on Soroban?
I like it.
Yeah.
Um, well, for the quests are especially fun
Uh-huh.
because now you actually, especially with the Git pod,
Mhm.
it's very fun.
Right.
And also coding as in Rust, it's gives me an excuse to learn Rust.
Yeah. So did you
And
learn Rust before submitting the DAO contract to Sorobonathon?
uh, yes, kinda.
Okay.
Um, so well, in the summer, since I knew that Rust was Stellar was gonna use Rust, I tried learning it.
Uh-huh.
Um, but it was kind of annoying.
Uh-huh.
So, but I used it in like a small project to understand it.
Okay.
But like the way you have to write Rust for the contracts, just like it gives you like all of the advantages of
Mhm.
Rust with like none of the disadvantages since they're
Right.
like so small and like you don't really run into any of the problems of
Right.
Rust.
Got it. Got it. With the smart contracts on Soroban is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, for someone out there who has no exposure to Rust, like, what do you suggest to them? Like, how do they get started?
Um.
Or I guess, how
Well,
did you get started? Let's start there.
well, it's a bit different for me because I I had a course about I think like something software based security or something language based security, something with security
Uh-huh.
and languages. And in that course they taught us basically like the programming model behind Rust.
Okay.
um, but you don't really need that for like the smart contracts
Right.
since um,
It's like
you don't
it's
really need to
already like
deal with
taken care of.
anything.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
so just start out,
Uh-huh.
and if you get an error, just look it up and
And
try
then
to figure it
go
out.
stumble your way
Yeah,
through is what you suggest then.
just always use references so you don't end up with borrowed the borrow checker telling you you have an error,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and you'll be fine.
And you'll be fine. Got it.
Never use mutable. Yes.
Uh-huh. So let's talk about Sorobonathon, right? I mean, this is Anukia. What is a stream without Anukia talking about, not talking about Sorobonathon? And I was just telling, I don't know if it was offline or if it was just on the stream, but until December 15th, I am going to mention Sorobonathon and Rahim's smart contracts until the day he submits it and until we hit a lot more submissions on Sorobonathon. So basically, Rahim, tell me, how did you hear about Sorobonathon and why did you submit the DAO contract? And what were your thoughts around that?
I don't actually remember. I mean, it was probably an announcement on Discord
Yeah,
or like on Twitter. Like I think there was like
somewhere out
at
there. Yeah.
Meridian, like
Uh-huh.
there was like a video about them announcing Sorobonathon.
Right.
Um, so I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Uh, more like because I was already planning to like start doing something like to try and like understand smart contracts.
Right.
Um, and then like Sorobonathon gave me the push, I guess.
Yeah. I'm glad it did because that was the whole point of it. Is to give you the push to like start like tinkering with it, which is what I guess you did with the DAO contract, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about DAOs basically. I just, I just, I just did what I thought DAOs should be, kind
Uh-huh.
of.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Let me find your DAO contract. By the way, your smart contract really spoke to like Lee, and I hope you appreciated like his feedback and everything because he was like, "Wow, this is great! Like this is exactly the type of submissions we wanted to see." So for you to be like, it wasn't like polished enough, but you didn't know anything about DAOs, but you're like, all right, let me make a DAO contract on Soroban. So the talk this week is about DAOs on Soroban. For anyone who doesn't know what are DAOs, I think everyone might know, but this is an example DAO contract where members are able to create proposals and execute them if members have voted. So it's an autonomous organization that runs on its own, the decentralized autonomous organization in this aspect. So, Rahim, I'll give you the mic here, and you take it away, and you tell us and walk us through this contract here.
Yeah, sure. Well, first, I think I should say what the idea of it is.
Uh-huh.
So like you said, um, the DAO is like it's like a smart contract where members can create proposals,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it has enough votes, the proposal can be executed.
Right.
Um, and so like what like really brought me to it was like I don't necessarily like DAOs
Uh-huh.
themselves,
Okay.
but I like the idea. Like I think DAOs are like kind of centralized. Like if you actually try to research it, you realize all of them are just like centralized. 10 people can control the entire DAO.
Right.
But I really like the idea of it and like the technology behind it.
Right.
Um, so in my case, I made something where instead of using tokens, you use reputation.
Uh-huh.
So then the idea would be like something like every week or every month or every like X amount of time,
Mm.
the DAO comes together and like reviews the contribution of its members.
Okay.
And depending on what you have contributed, you gain some reputation, and if you haven't contributed enough, you might lose reputation,
Mm.
or if you did nothing, you might lose even more reputation.
Right.
Um, so I think probably the best way to explain it is by just like running through some tests I wrote.
Uh-huh.
Um, so like okay, yeah, in this test, basically you just have a user
Okay.
that the user gets some money.
Mm.
The user mints some tokens for themselves and initializes the DAO contract.
Right.
Where did I initialize the DAO contract? Yes.
Here. Yep.
So when you initialize a DAO contract, you just make that person the admin of the DAO.
Mm.
And what this does is it gives this person the permissions to give reputation to other members, to other
Right.
people. So so my idea was that if you're just starting a DAO, you need kind of like a bootstrap period to like kind of like set it up. So in this case, like I allowed like this admin to give people reputation for like a week. So the
Okay.
admin has like a week to set everything up.
Got it.
And to do that, there's like just like a function to that.
To add the
To add shares.
right.
You give them the amount and then the address, and then it just gives you reputation.
Right.
So in this like example, I basically give there's two parts of it. So first, I give I give a user some money.
Okay.
I'll probably skip this for now. I give the user some money, and then I create a proposal that I think it's giving the user himself money back. So
Got
I give
it.
the user money. I think
Okay.
I send it to the DAO contract.
Uh-huh.
So the DAO like acts kind of like a treasury.
Okay.
And then I make a proposal.
Right. Okay.
To send back the money, it sounds a bit stupid now that I think about it, but
No, but I mean, I
it's
get how it makes sense in the sense that
yeah.
you're like it's the DAO acts as the treasury, as you said, and this person can have up to a week to either like take their money or to send the money back. Correct?
No, no, no.
No.
So
Okay, I didn't get that
okay,
then.
yeah, no, yeah, sorry. Okay, let me try to explain it better. So basically, um, um, a user just just for this example, let's say I don't know, like the DAO did some work for me.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I give the DAO some money.
Right.
Um, Now apparently I need that money back for some reason. I don't know. Apparently I'm doing some work for the DAO now.
Right.
So I create a proposal that says, "Hey DAO, you have some money.
Right.
I want that money. Here's a proposal to send to for you to send me that money."
Right.
So this is a bit hard to understand, I think.
No, but I get what you're saying in the sense, but like, why? I mean, the admin could give themselves like one share, right? Like, it's not really necessary in this case, right? To give the admin a share themselves,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah. Like basically yeah,
Right. But I
but
mean, I guess like, and shares could also be a token, right?
yeah, I think Lei was talking about that. So
Uh,
like to just like make it a token and make it like non-transferable.
got it. Got it. Yeah. I mean, but overall, like, it like works, and like, I guess you have like a vote function as well where they're voting.
Yeah.
In this case, so I guess, do you want to explain the vote function real quick?
Yeah, so like, let's just assume that like this proposal has been created.
Uh huh.
Um and then like when you create a proposal, you get back its ID. So each proposal has like a unique identifier,
Right.
and you can use this ID to vote for this proposal.
Okay.
So, like, there's this vote function, and it just checks that you haven't voted before,
Mm.
or you haven't voted for this proposal before.
Okay.
It checks that the deadline for the proposal has not passed. So when you
Mm.
create the proposal, you can you can specify a like I guess an end time.
And
So after
yeah.
this time,
Right.
it's not
Like,
valid anymore.
right. Like, you have to vote by X time, basically, and
Yeah,
that's what the timestamp is doing here.
yeah, and then basically, you just add like the proposal holds like the amount of votes it has,
Okay.
and so you just add the amount of votes that you have to the total votes, and then
Uh,
store it again.
okay.
And there's another function
Mm.
that executes the proposal. So maybe I should explain this as well, real quick.
Yeah, that would be useful.
So a proposal is just like a struct
Mm.
with like the total votes, the end time, and some instructions.
Okay.
And each instruction is uh, each instruction is a struct
Okay.
that holds a contract ID.
Mm.
It holds like a function name, and it holds arguments. So the idea is then that each proposal can have a list of instructions.
Okay.
Um,
Of
and what
how
this allows you,
to. What can these instructions usually contain in this case?
so like the instructions are basically let me see if I can. Yes, so there's a function called like environment.invoke contract,
Okay.
and the instructions are kind of like they hold information for this.
Right.
So it holds the contract ID, it
Uh-huh.
holds the function name, and it holds the function arguments.
Right.
So basically what this allows you to do is that when you execute a proposal,
Mm.
you can when that proposal is actually executed, it's like the DAO contract is
Mm.
calling the functions that you passed, or the functions of the contract that you passed in with the proposal instructions.
Mm.
So um, let's say that the DAO has I don't know, has 10 XLM.
Right.
then you could make a proposal. I think I have yes. So like here, like
Uh-huh.
I have a proposal, and then I have one instruction
Hmm.
um, with a contract ID, which is like just like a token contracts ID.
Okay.
The function I want the proposal to invoke is xfer,
Hmm.
so it's transferring tokens,
Hmm.
and then I give it like some arguments. So it's transferring what was this, nine tokens to like a user.
Okay.
So when this proposal is
And that's
executed,
your right. That's your example proposal for this
yeah.
contract. Right. Okay.
So if the proposal, when that proposal is executed, it's like the contract is sending a little bit of its money
Hmm.
to a user,
Got it.
and um, so one problem I ran into is that you can't do like recursion. Is it recursion or reentrancy?
Uh-huh.
So you can't call the DAO a function of the DAO contract
Hmm.
from the DAO contract.
You can't call function. Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a bit weird to explain. So you can still call its functions, I think, but you
Uh-huh.
can't like like invoke it with like using the cross contract, like you can't. So there's functions
Right. You
to do.
can't invoke a contract within a contract, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
Right.
invoke the same contract
Got
if
it.
you're already there.
Right.
Um,
Oh,
but
interesting.
so then you can't or this maybe I'm doing something wrong, but this is what I understood.
Uh-huh.
So then the problem is that you can't. There's no easy way to add shares, for example,
Right.
because that's functionality that's like within this contract itself. So you can't add reputation.
Mm.
So like I have to handle that explicitly. So I basically say that if the instruction
Mm.
has a contract ID which matches this contract,
Mm.
and the function name is like add shares,
Mm.
then I just do it manually. I just like give this person reputation manually.
Right.
So it's I think they're working, or they're still thinking about like how like reentrancy will work,
Yep.
but it isn't like the biggest problem.
Right.
And if not, maybe you can just
But
like
it
make
can. I feel like you can like bootstrap, like duct tape a solution here of
yeah,
some sort. Yeah.
y-
Like a
I
long-winded
think so.
bootstrap duct tape version of it. But it's definitely interesting that you say this because I mean, like in Soroban, like right now we're working on potentially doing a hackathon, right? And
Hmm.
so like these are things that I think would be useful to be built at a hackathon, is like just spend some time building like these tools. And this is definitely one that would be interesting. I am curious. I wonder if Lee. I wish Lee was on this call here. He'd probably have more of a clarity to say like, we actually have a solution for this, or we are working on a solution. I wonder if the Soroban dev team is working on a reoccurrency solution for contracts here. Yeah,
I think I saw on Discord that they were working on
they
it,
are.
but
Okay, okay.
it's
Got
it's
it.
not like the biggest issue, since
Right.
like there's definitely, like, I don't know, the two if statements, like there's
Uh-huh.
definitely a better way to do this.
Right.
Uh there's definitely a better way
Yeah,
to do this.
I'm sure, but like it gets the job done, right? In this case,
It
like it's
works.
like, yeah, it works. Like that's all. Like, hey, this is the best like contract, but it works. And I think like one thing I want to mention is like anyone watching the stream or in general, like you're welcome to take Rahim's Soroban submission
Ah,
and
yes.
Sorobanathon submission and make it better and resubmit it and say, yo, Rahim, this is how you can actually make it better. And I think that is kind of what we want to see, right? Rahim, I don't know. Would you like someone to do that to your
Yeah,
contract?
sure. I gave it like the most permissible license in the world.
Yeah. Okay, there you
So
go.
you can do anything with it.
Yeah. There you go. So Rahim
Like,
just told us that you could do anything with his DAO contract. So take it and make it better, because Rahim himself said there is a better way to do this, correct?
yes.
So and
Yes.
on top of it, I do want to add like that you could take certain components of this contract and use it as a boilerplate to make it into some specific use case that you want to create for Soroban. And I think that's something that you should all do and submit it to Sorobonathon. But yeah, I mean, there's, I guess you would, well, sorry, I'm just now seeing this comment where it says, I guess you would want them to separate if you're using shares for their utility and DAO token as a governance asset. Oh, I guess we're talking about shares being tokens here, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it make sense to have like shares as a token? I don't know. That's just something I
Or
was
like
thinking about. Yeah.
it's a bit weird because I say shares, or I
Oh,
wrote shares, but I actually mean reputation at some. Yeah,
got
I
it.
basically mean reputation.
Okay.
And or maybe I didn't mention this before,
Uh,
but basically my idea was for this to be like non-transferable.
got it.
So
So I
like
guess there's a disadvantage there,
yeah,
if because it could be transferable. In
but
that case.
Lei, how
Lee.
do I see that correct? Lei?
Yeah, it's Lee.
Lee, okay, Lee.
Yeah,
I
I
think Lee
think.
mentioned that I could make it a token, but
Uh,
just not implement the transfer function. So he mentioned that like doing it this way would mean that it shows up in wallets.
okay,
So then you could actually see like how much reputation you have.
got it, got it. Okay, cool, interesting. Well, that I mean, it sounds like someone can take Raheem's contract and make it even cooler than what Raheem has already made
Yes.
and submit it again for Sorobonathon because he made it the most permissible submission possible.
Yes.
Quote there. So definitely, I think you should all take this contract, read through it, ask Raheem questions on Discord if he's okay with it. I don't know, Raheem, are you cool with someone pinging you on
Yeah.
Discord and being like, yo, I don't understand this. Can you explain this to me?
Sure.
I mean, Raheem seems like a really great guy, y'all. So take advantage of that, but like don't take too much advantage of it. Don't burn him out because he's cool and he has other things to do. But at the same time, feel free to hit him up, talk to him, make this contract better, submit it to Sorobonathon again because we can build DAOs on Soroban now quite very easily too. Which is, well, I don't know if it's easy, but there is a start right here, right?
And I also have a few like things people could do,
Yeah.
or like I'm not
It,
sure if I'll be able to do them, so I'll just mention them.
yeah.
So the first idea I had was like to kind of make so like this I'm working on like a streaming payments contract, and like the original idea behind that was that you could like have sub DAOs
Mm.
that like so the main DAO would kind of like stream payments to the sub DAOs,
Uh-huh.
and then like every week or every month like they would need to like evaluate how the sub DAOs is doing, so that they could maybe decide to like cancel the stream of payments if the
Got
sub
it.
DAO is like not working hard enough or something like that.
Right. And you have the repo for that, right? Already that you're kind
Yeah,
of sort of
I think
working
so,
on?
yeah.
Yeah. If I can find that repo. But if you have it, share the link with me here for a sec. And we can share it in the chat.
Yes.
Or maybe I have it somewhere in here. It's there. Somewhere deep in my chat.
Here. Here?
Oh, do you have it? Oh, sweet. Perfect. Well, here is
There's no
the,
documentation though, but
yeah, but it's there. And I think Raheem should submit what is currently here, and then you could all take it and make it even better and finish it up and make it into a better spot. So there's a lot of things that people could submit to Sorobonathon. It doesn't have to be so polished or anything. We just want you to play with it and submit and share your findings. And I mean, Raheem, if you're not able to finish the stream payments contract, right, you can literally write about it, like just say like, this is what I wish to do, and this is incomplete, and you wanted to make a quick submission for it. I think you should. So you should do that.
I think I'll be able to finish it.
There
Don't
you go.
worry.
Sweet. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. So I will wrap it up here. Raheem, anything last things to say?
Go Soroban, Go
Yes.
Soroban.
Go Soroban, go Soroban, yes. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on this week's Soroban Talks. Thank you all for joining. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on Discord. I am Anuxia with an X everywhere on social. So come find me. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks, Rahim.